I'm Turk Strongman at Taranaki Ramataraka. Thank you for selecting this video on concentration exercise on the sense of hearing. I had to look. Before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, just do it now. Good time. At the same time, it's a good time to also activate the notification bell feature with respect to being apprised of new uploads. You may also, right now, give this video a thumb up, lest you forget to do it later. Then comment courteously below. Concentration exercise. On the sense of hearing, I had to look at it again. I need a concentration exercise on the sense of remembering. All right. This is going to be a little unusual here. What I have here in my hand is a copy of The Master Key by L.W. de Lawrence. And in another series here of videos on this channel, Taranaki Ramataraka, we're currently narrating bit by bit and uploading the entire book, video by video. And right now we are about at this point in the book. And I'm not sure whether in that playlist, that other series, I have currently actually covered this short part. It's an exercise concentrating on the sense of hearing, beneficial for the development of concentration, power of will to direct it, and on your sense of hearing by concentrating upon it. So, and let me just tell you the brief exercises, half a page, okay? And then we're going to get to a different one. But I want to introduce by way of this, because I recommend doing this one. Okay? Also, right? The following exercise is intended to develop the sense of hearing by concentrating upon it. If you practice it daily, you will find your hearing becoming much more acute. Get a small clock with a loud tick, such as an alarm clock, and put it on a mantelpiece in your bedroom. Then gradually walk backwards from the room, a step at a time, slowly is essential, listening intently all the while to the tick of a clock. As you find the tick growing fainter, walk more slowly. And when you reach the spot where you can no longer hear the tick, take a note of the place where you are standing and see if you can reach a more distant spot a week or two later. Do not neglect to see that the clock always occupies the same position on the mantelpiece. The great point to attend to in this exercise is the listening attitude. You must keep your ears on the stretch, as it were, for the sound of the tick, and, very important, never allow yourself to think of any other thing but the tick. Simple as this exercise, or any of these exercises of the senses seem. Very few people can do them right away. Do them right away, for their minds will stray to other things. You can and should extend this exercise of hearing to your walks outside. Go somewhere and listen to the great variety of sounds around you. Then pick out one sound and try to confine your attention to it for a few minutes. If you do this constantly in your walks, it will add a purpose to your walks, and you will find, unless there is organic disease, that your hearing will be greatly strengthened. All right. There are some key phrases in here for us. Extending this exercise, right, to elsewhere or other things, right? Go somewhere and listen to the variety of sounds around you. Pick out one. Try to confine your attention to it for a few minutes. Affairs like that. But let's take this to another medium sound, let's say. So, look, I have a lot of sound bites and sound compositions that I have put together some little while back here in my same place of abode, and they've been recorded, and quite often, much of it, well, it's all improvised on an electric bass with pretty good equipment, to just transmit the actual sound of the vibration of metal strings, through the air into the wood, picked up, amplified, power amplified, slightly modulated, and just, like good hardwood, good metal, good transmission cables, good, well-built, you know, sound non-attenuating enclosures for very high-quality speakers, picked up by an air mic. Pretty much just straight through. All right. Sound, which involves a lot of texture of sound, and which involves a lot of tonal modulations, nuances, textures of sound in layers. Did I say that? So, and this is probably something most of you haven't heard anything exactly like before. So therefore, it's kind of like a new thing, and it's rich with opportunity to practice concentration on your sense of hearing. So, but I don't have the technology to blend it in with this video. So it's the one that goes with this one. I'll link it below. I'll put it in a playlist with this one. Its own little thing. Right? I don't know exactly how it's going to be named, but I'm sure you're going to find it. If you found this one, you'll find that one. I have yet to upload it, but it's ready to go. All right, it's 1 minute and 41 seconds. Now, here's the thing. Put your earphones on your headphones, okay? If you have them, okay? Don't just listen to this on a phone. I mean, it's not going to work. I mean, that doesn't do it any justice at all. It's like a severe downgrade of replay acoustics, you know? No, what we're after is subtleties within subtleties, all right? Subtleties of various kinds of sound combined in one, okay? All right, so, and the deal is, have it sound as good as you can get it in your home. You know, like put it, Bluetooth it to your home stereo system or whatever. Whatever's going to be best for you. Headphones would be great. Okay? And the bass is pretty strong. So, be aware of that. Don't turn it up to 10 with the bass all the way up and not expect something to shake, or vibrate or sound like it's going to create an earthquake. All right? So anyway, yeah, just be careful of that. And here's the deal. Listen for as many textures, sounds, changes, ins and outs, phase shifts, however you, timbres. What did I forget here? Textures. And consider this a piece of sound architecture. Okay? Now listen for its textures. I hope that makes sense. Really? Okay, and then start again. Start it again. It's only 1 minute and 40 seconds long. 1 minute 41, I believe. Start it again, right? Focus again, but this time on one aspect, one category of its tonal change, right? Tone changes. Tone changes amid a whole lot of other changes taking place, but just focus on tone changes the whole way through. Just that one phase of it. And pick another one. How many can you find? And how many can you pick that you can follow through? Even if they're not continuous or, contiguous, all connected to one another. They might pick up again. Where do you notice that? How much can you get out of it? There's plenty there. So I think it's going to be an excellent exercise, and I never knew how to use these. How I would bring these kinds of things that I have in recording, and actually elsewhere on YouTube, into play here in this channel, but I found a way. In which something that seemed like it should find a way to do something that I did helps us here with concentration on a sense of hearing. As a matter of attention control being the key to any efforts in self-mastery, personal involvement, movement away from consciousness hijacking, perception deception, toward your selfhood, concentration on our senses is a good way to move in those directions. Applying that tool across the board. Okay? So, give this a shot, will you? Do the other exercise too. And just relax. Do it easily, by all means. Now, check out the other video. Now.